address is 1265 Lombardi Avenue. The place is known as Titletown. Welcome inside legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. On the Lions sideline, a look at their head coach. His guys playing extremely well, 6-2 in their last 8. On the other side, the head coach of the Packers. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak, hoping the return home can be what they need. Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. Off we go from Green Bay. They'll get across the 20, mark them down at the 23-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
And this run game certainly didn't waste any time getting settled in. Nice job by the offensive line, displacing defenders at the point of attack, and allows the back to pick up a nice chunk.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
On second down, Love. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be third down. To throw is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and their running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on third down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
To return is Williams. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback, former star at the University of Tennessee. It's Hendon Hooker.
You think back to last week and what was really a pretty bland game. He didn't do a ton that was overly exciting, but his team was still able to come out with a win. I think that's really a testament to this roster that they have built. Yes, you're going to need your quarterback to play good ball as the season progresses, but in the meantime, they are good enough around him that as he continues to find his way, this is still a tough team to match up with.
And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Still first down.
Let's go now. Tap the 60. Tap the crib, Lion. Street. Steady.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Well, with the penalty yardage back here, pickup of 10, and it will be second and 10.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Hooker. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Now a 3rd and 2.
Come on, come on. Hit. Hooker 19.
To throw, Hooker. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Cowboy 80. Hurt. Right there, hurt. That's your man, that's your man.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. 13 yards and a big exhale as they convert on 4th down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
To the right side, that's St. Brown. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Now Gibbs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Lions first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 3. Ready.
A toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
It is 3rd and 10.
Here we go, set. Panther 60, Panther 60. Steady.
Here's Hooker. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down. Bates' kick is good. The Lions will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. they were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Packers offense ready now for their second drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Rayshawn Jenkins this time on the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Down.
On play action, look. That's going to be incomplete. Good work. The defender bodied his man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Here we go.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. Tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. The Lions offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. As you can see, he's right up there among the best in the league. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check, hurt. Rig. Street. Go street. Motion. Hey, smash. Steady.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That was good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Detroit.
Go! Lightning, 18.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the 1st quarter of play. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Lions who have the early lead. And we're back. Lambeau Field in just a moment. Lions ball to begin this 2nd quarter. They've got it 2nd down and 7.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
Throwing is Hooker. That's a short one, caught by Laporta. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Now, faking the give. He'll get this to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. All they're trying to do is just clear some space for the tight end and then let him go to work in the middle of the field. Now they're set up nicely inside the red zone.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Get it. Cougar 19. Big Lion. Go.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat.
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Ready, set. Set. Johnny Lions. Ready,
Now, Hooker. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Jerry Jeudy. Touchdown, Detroit. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. He'll grab it at the 12. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to take over once again. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. Has an opening past the 40. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He finds Jaden Reed for the grab. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Packers.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
And he ran right through one tackler, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
It's a gain of 7.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Down. Ready.
From the gun, it's Love. That one, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
This is 3rd and 6.
Set, ready. Ready.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Jack Campbell in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Sanders' kick is good. And the Packers are on the board. It's now 10-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
On the return, it's Jerome Ford. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Lions offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Get it. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Street, street. Steady.
They'll run the toss with Gibbs. Up the sideline at the 35. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Lions, first down. A 28-yard gain. And the Lions, first down.
Here we go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half as he's closing in on 100 yards already. He'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Check, hurt, hurt. Let go.
Back to throw. Hooker. In the sideline, that's St. Brown.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet inbounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
Ready,
3rd and 2. Here we go.
ready. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Hooker to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Back. 70 Lions. Go, Rig. Go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's caught. Offside. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he will have enough to pick up a first down.
9 yards. And the Lions first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Lions.
60 boxes. 6. Hurt. Ready up.
On the handoff, this is good. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. The All-Pro Micah Parsons there for the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Packers' 31-yard line.
Ready.
Second down and 8.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down. The Lions call their first timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Let's go.
They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. The Lions tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Here's Nixon on the return. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. They're in a 10-point hole, 13-3, as this drive starts with first down. To throw is Love. That's caught at Savion Williams.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Second down, they need 3.
Ready. Hunt.
In motion, it's Golden.
Hunt.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are... ready for the third quarter. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down.
Come on, come on. Hit. Gotta be lying.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup of 5.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4.
60, street. Steady.
They'll run it to the right here with Gibbs. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
3rd down, 3 to go.
Back. Cowboy 80.
He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a first down.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's a handoff to Montgomery. They work forward to the 40-yard line. Xavier McKinney up there to make the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That one out wide to Gibbs. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Pat the 60. Go.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. That's over the middle, taken in by Laporta. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Detroit.
And the Lions, first down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
70. Big Lion. Ready.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation. But now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
And what started out as a promising drive, now they find themselves in 3rd and long. After being stuffed for a loss on 1st down with that ground game, they came right back to it, trying to make up some of those lost yards. The defense was having none of it. 3rd and long.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. This one down the field, but lined up incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This officially a 58-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. The Lions will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10.
Next one.
Off the play fake. Here's Love. Has caught right side by Kraft.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
3. Ready?
Here's Lowe to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They get 14 on that hookup. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
1st down throw there is incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Going on 2nd down, Love. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Let's go.
Now Love. Open man is Reed. He's got it. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down mark.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Check.
They'll go for it. Love. That is hard. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He's got it inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
16, Packers 10.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, it's Williams. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to see what they can do. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Crack all 80. Hey, see the ball, see the ball, see the ball. Steady.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. And that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Check, 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 check. Let's go.
They hand it to Gibbs. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Edger and Cooper. They're on the tackle.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up the 3rd down.
Ready, set.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Ready. 19, Tiger, 19. Ready.
Here's Hooker. And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, on 4th down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. Keyshawn Nixon, the return man. This one, fielded out beyond the 25. The Packers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Love. He'll keep this himself. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down by Paul Booker. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Love. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Aiden Hutchinson gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, and once again, the pressure too intense. They get him down again. It's the 3rd pick of the 2017 draft, Solomon Thomas. He's in to drop him for a sack, and that will bring up 4th down. Packers set to kick this one away. As we force to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Lions offense getting set to get back to work. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
Ready. Here we go, here we go. 19, Tiger. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And
And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
60 Vices, 60 Vices.
Now, Hooker. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Ready up. Craig. 70 Lions. Let's go.
A carry here from Montgomery. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
It's a loss of
3rd and short, and you come up with a big stop, taking the ball carrier down for a loss. Now you put yourselves in a position to hopefully get the ball back and give your offense a chance to go down there and take the lead.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it to the right here with Jacobs. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Russell. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Short pass goes a long way. It works to the tune of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 1.
Opposite. Green.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. And I don't think he got that wrapped up the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1.
Check pink. 52. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. Josh running there in the red and he did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal. The Lions called their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Smith down. Yellow. Put.
Love to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And it'll lead to a second and goal. To throw is Love. He'll get this out to the left flat.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Big play in the game right here. It's third down.
Come on, set.
Back to throw is Love. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
50, green. Ready.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay. Second touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 of the year.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one.
16.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10.
Ready? 18 top. Hey, check that. Street.
Here's Gibbs.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Here is second and 7.
Here we go. Hawk 70. Let's go.
Back to throw. Hooker. That's over the middle and caught by Judy. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. And Detroit's going to use their second timeout. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can before third down.
Liking 18.
Hooker to throw. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield taken, if not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target, and it'll bring up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll come up now for second down.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Throwing is Hooker. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end, that's Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And the Lions first down.
Here's the third and final timeout for the Lions. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. So, a big one looming for Jake Bates. This to win the game. This kick is good. So, a win for the visitors, the Lions. They finish off the regular season with some momentum. And they'll wait with bated breath to find out who they're going to play next week in the wild card round. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.